So I just picked up this Beartooth 80 pack from Mystery Ranch. This is replacing the Metcalf pack that I had from Mystery Ranch for the last 4 or 5 years. Really excited about this pack. In this video, I just want to go through and kind of talk to you why I went from the Metcalf to the Beartooth, some of the upgrades that I think you're getting with this pack, and really just kind of help you decide if you're looking at Mystery Ranch packs, because I know the Metcalf is super popular, so is the Beartooth, to help you decide which one might be the better option for you, because there's not that big of a price difference between the two. I believe you're about $550 for the Beartooth. I've seen it for $575 on some sites, and then you're about $500 for the Metcalf. So only about a $50, $75 difference there. So for me personally, I wish I would have known the difference between the two, because honestly, I probably would have bought the Beartooth just to begin with. And so I just want to explain why I like this pack a little bit more than the Metcalf, the difference in size capacity. We'll talk about the frame that you get on all the Mystery Ranch packs, which is amazing, and just some other things about these packs that I've experienced over the years. So the Beartooth 80 comes in a lot of colorways. I got the Coyote Tan. I just like brown. The older I've gotten, the less and less, honestly, I care about camouflage patterns, to be honest with you. But this pack is just under 5,200 cubic inches, so 80 liters, just like the name says. The Metcalf is actually, believe just a little over 4,000, so there's about 1,000 cubic inches in difference between the two. And I know on paper that might not sound like a lot, but trust me, when it comes to packing these things up, it's a noticeable difference in how much more gear you can get inside the Beartooth, plus some other important features on the Beartooth that you don't get on the Metcalf, which, to be honest with me, aside from just the overall capacity, was a deal breaker. Not a deal breaker because I love the Metcalf, but some things that I wish that pack had. So the material that these are made from on this pack is a 330 denier and Cordura. It's a very heavy duty yet very lightweight material. What's cool about Mystery Ranch, they have a lifetime warranty on all their packs. On my Mystery Ranch, or excuse me, my Metcalf, and I did a review on that pack if you want to watch it. I'll put the link up here. But that pack I had for 4 or 5 seasons, and I beat the crap out of it. I hauled out several animals, and it held up awesome. I had no rips. Everything held together. I only had the stitching come undone on just one of the little Velcro straps on the strap itself. Other than that, the thing was bomb-proof. And if you're gonna spend over $500 for a pack, that's what you want. And again, having that lifetime warranty for Mystery Ranch just adds a little extra peace of mind to that. So the construction of those packs is awesome. They have the Guidelight MT frame. MT, I believe, stands for Mystery Tech. A little bit different from the frame because I had the older version of the Metcalf, but still, these frames are super lightweight, they're very rigid, and when it comes to just hauling out heavy loads, I believe this is one of the best packs to do it. I've worn the EXO packs and some of the QU packs, and I think those are all great as well, but I just love how this frame, when you have it sized and fit correctly, how it just holds the weight around your hips, and it just does a phenomenal job. I can pack around 60 to 80 pounds with this, and you know, some people say they can pack over 100 pounds. I don't want to pack over 100 pounds, but you know, 80 pounds for me is about my limit as far as what I want to put on this when I'm hiking up and down a steep mountain. But it carries that weight well. You're gonna feel it, but it does carry it well. And we'll talk more about how this pack detaches from the frame so you can't haul out your meat. But right away, let me just point out some of the key differences that I would want to know if I were shopping between the Beartooth 80 and the Metcalf. First of all, we talked about the size capacity, and the reason for that, why that was important to me, is a couple years ago I did my first real backcountry bow hunt where a friend and I, we went in 3 days at a time, packing in the mountain. We had all our gear with us, we had camp on our backs, and I realized very soon on that hunt that I needed more space, or I wanted more space, just because when I had my sleeping bag inside with my tent, my food, and all the other gear that I would need, I was maxed out. I really couldn't fit much more inside the pack than what I was taking with me. So I knew right away that if I wanted to do, say, 5 days in the backcountry, I was gonna really have a tough time to do that with the Metcalf. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it wasn't easiest. And the sleeping bag that I was using for that trip was a 30-degree down bag that packed up really small. Right now in this pack, you can see I've got it loaded up. I don't have all my hunting gear that I would take on, say, a 3 to 5 day hunt, but I've got my Black Ovis Chugach 0-degree sleeping bag inside here, which is a synthetic bag, so it packs down not even nearly as small as that 30-degree bag that I have. But I've got that inside here. I've got my tent, my cooking system. I've got some food for 3 days, So I'll pull all that gear out so you can see. And like I said, it's not everything that I would take on a hunt, so don't freak out. But what's nice though is that even with that in there, which is pretty much the bulk of what I would take, I still have plenty of room for other gear. Now, capacity we talked about. The other big thing is on the Beartooth. So they both have the same lid, this and the Metcalf, which I really like. It's detachable. You've got two big zipper compartments. You can fit a lot of gear inside here. This is where I'll put things like my wipes, my chafing powder, chafing cream, whatever, first aid kit, kill kit, all that other stuff. So this lid is detachable, so I'm just gonna take that off real quick. Here. So with that off, first thing I want to point out, you've got your two straps that go across the front here. This I've used many times to put my bow in place. It works great. So you can use that for your bow or honestly whatever else you want. Undo those. So right here, this zippered pocket is incredible. On the Metcalf, you only had your one large compartment on the inside. There was no external pockets whatsoever unless you bought the little additional pouch and put it on your waist belt. Aside from that, everything was inside the main pack. And the reason I didn't like that is we've all been there before. You're hiking, you want to shed a layer, take off a jacket, or you want to have a jacket that's easily accessible. Well, on the Metcalf, you'd have to take it off, undo the straps of the lid, and then open up the zip or the compression closure that they have on top of that pack just to get to what was inside there. So it was just a little bit more work. I didn't want to have to do that. With this pack, you've got this big pocket right here in the front, which, you know, right here I've just got my rain cover for my pack, but I can easily fit, you can see it's nice and big. I can easily put my down jacket inside here, you know, a base layer or a mid layer if I had that on. I could put a rain jacket inside here, no problem. So this pocket for me was really important, and honestly, another big reason why I wanted to go with the Beartooth 80. So that pocket was awesome. And then in the front here, this one's gonna be a little bit harder to see, but you have another small pocket that is right up here on top. So again, just a zipper compartment. So inside here, I've got things like my beanie. That is my kill kit, actually just my knife, pair of gloves, and a lighter. And then I've got a little headlamp inside there. So again, nice little pocket just to put a few accessories. But again, the Metcalf didn't have anything like this. So if you wanted to access any of those smaller items, again, you had to get into the main pack itself, or if you had the waist belt pack, you could put it inside there. But for me, when I'm hunting, I have my camera with me, and so I utilize this pouch for that. So I really don't have any other places to put it other than, again, inside the main pack. So I really do like this smaller pocket here. Now, while I've got this turned around this direction, I'll just show you the straps real quick. So the shoulder straps, when they upgraded all the Mystery Ranch packs, the Metcalf, they went to a little bit thicker foam on the shoulder straps, which is nice. You've got your low lifter straps right up here, which is good. Now, another cool feature about the Mystery Ranch packs is that the yoke here is actually adjustable. So it's really important. They want you to make sure you measure yourself before you buy their packs. But this, you can see, is easy to adjust. There's actually just a piece of plastic from the back. You pull that out, you slide it down, it breaks up the Velcro that's holding this together, and then you can move that up and down to really fine tune the fit. As far as the waist belt goes, you can see you've got a 5-point system on this waist belt, which makes it just really comfortable when this wraps around your waist. Nice big lumbar support here in the bottom. So like I said, when you have this pack on, you can really feel this pad here in your lumbar. And again, when you have this thing loaded up, it really does a great job at putting that weight on your hips where you want it. So, you know, overall just fantastic. But again, they also increase the thickness of the foam on these as well. So I've been really happy with that. I do have the accessory pouch that you can buy. This is the large version. They do make a small one as well. I think this was 25 bucks, but you just have MOLLE webbing that you use to attach that. And then on the other side, this is just my, I believe, FHF rangefinder or Garmin InReach pouch. You can put a Garmin Rhino inside here too. So I bought that, and I'll just keep either my InReach in there or my Garmin Rhino, whichever one I need to have handy. But that's the outside. Now, on the side, again, I've got my bugle tube inside here. You could do your tripod here. A lot of times I'll just put my hiking poles here instead. I usually just have my bugle tube on me when I'm elk hunting, but I'll pop that off real quick. And what's nice too about these side pockets is that you've got a lot of depth here, but they also do have this compression sleeve, or this is elastic here in the top. You've got the same pockets, one on each side, and then to access the main compartment, here's another cool feature about the Beartooth that I do like. So on the Metcalf, you actually have just some straps, some compression straps that you have up on the top. Or not compression straps, pull cords on the top, I guess you could call them. Having a little brain fart there. That you would use just to compress it or close everything up on the top. With the Beartooth, you have one large zipper, and it's actually, what I like, is a 270-degree zipper. So I can open this completely up, and you can see everything I have inside here. And what I do like about this is that even when this is completely open, you can see my gear, for the most part, is staying completely in there, because they actually don't have the zipper go all the way to the bottom. It stops with about, I'd say, 6 inches. So that way you kind of have a shelf for your gear to sit inside, so you don't have to worry about it just falling out when you have your pack open like this. But inside here you can see, again, here's some food. I got 3 mountain houses inside here, a couple other smaller items. Got a rain jacket. That is my tent. Again, it's a single person tent. Little extra blow up pillow that I like to take with me. And then I've got my jet boil, a large fuel canister. I've got my sleeping pad right there on the back. And then you can see, oh, there's my, actually that is my, I'm forgetting the word. Not my fly, but my footprint for my tent. And then right here, that is that Chugach 0-degree sleeping bag from Black Ovis. Like I said, it's a bigger bag because it's synthetic, so it has synthetic insulation on the bottom, down on top, so it does not pack up nearly small, but I will take comfort and warmth over something that's smaller and a little bit lighter. And again, with this Beartooth, I can fit all this gear in here fine. I've got extra space. If I had the Metcalf, there is no way that I would be able to fit all this gear inside here like that. So again, for say 3 to 5 day hunts, you're going that long, this week for me is going to be the ideal pack for that. Another big difference too is that on the inside of this lid, you actually have 2 big zippered pockets, which for me are super important. That way I can just help organize my gear a little bit better inside the pack. So let me zip this thing back up real quick, and then we'll show you how this detaches from the frame, so sit tight. All right, so I got that zip backed up. Now, if you do get lucky and you have an animal down, here is how the pack detaches from the frame so that you can haul out your animal. So this, again, same system that they have on the Metcalf, which I think works really, really well. So you have one buckle. It's gonna be hard to see, but it's right here behind your actual yoke. So if I undo that, then you have these buckles that are kind of down here at the bottom. Undo those real quick. My side straps are undone. So once I've done that, right here on the corner, you actually just have these flaps, and these will just pull off. And then the whole pack just opens up. So what you would do, you would just obviously take your meat, you would lay it onto the frame, then you would take the pack, fold it up over, use the compression straps on the side, cinch everything down nice and tight, put the pack on, you're good to go. So again, same setup that you had with the Metcalf, which I really, really liked. Like I said, I've hauled out a lot of weight with these things. It does it fantastic. And what's nice too is that this bottom piece right here is adjustable. So if you need to, you can actually go ahead and lengthen that out. So depending on the size of the load that you're going to be putting in here, you know, that's going to allow you to have adjustability to do that. A couple other cool little things that I've done with this setup is I have used this load shelf to actually haul out or carry a ground blind into where I was going to be hunting. So I've used it for that. It worked great. I put a tree stand actually on this shelf too and carried it that way. So there's a lot of other uses for this setup than just hauling out meat. Or, you know, if you have the Metcalf or even this pack and you need to go even farther or longer than say 5 days, you can actually, I've seen guys will actually take this shelf and they'll put some additional gear between the pack and the frame just to get some extra capacity with the pack itself. So a lot of cool uses for this, and you can see with that off, that is what that Guidelight MT frame looks like. So overall, with the Beartooth 80 again, I've been really happy with the Mystery Ranch packs. For me personally, I just want to go up a little bit in capacity to be able to stretch out to say, you know, between that 3 and 5 day mark or even longer. Plus the external pockets that I showed you, those were very, very important to me. Aside from that, you know, if you're looking at Mystery Ranch packs, I would recommend it 100%. I'm not saying it's the best pack out there because I haven't used the Exos and some of the others on long hunts, but from my experience, I've had nothing but good things to say about these packs. So hopefully this will kind of help you decide if you're looking at the Beartooth 80 or maybe the Metcalf as far as size goes, which one you think is going to be best for you, and just some of the other features about the Beartooth that are different. So hope it helps you decide. If you have questions or comments, if you want some more feedback, you know, I'd love to give that to you. So make sure to leave your questions, your comments below. And yeah, head over to mysteryranch.com to grab one of these or any other website that has them. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching.